Addressing these and other needs of Nepal is what the United Mission to Nepal is doing. Although Nepal is a small country locked between India and China, it boasts some of the most spectacular mountain scenery, the Himalayas. People from all over the world come to trek, climb, or simply just look. Alongside this, there is a wonderful cultural mix of people with a rich heritage of customs and festivals. However, in recent years, Nepal has also become well known for the violent insurgency which began in 1996 and has brought tragedy and hardship to thousands. Yet, in April 2006, there were historic changes when massive street protests all over the country led the king to hand executive power back to the people. It is in this new environment that the United Mission to Nepal is outworking its mission of serving the people of Nepal in the name and spirit of Christ. UMN is building on over 50 years of successfully running many projects and institutions in the areas of health, education, rural development, engineering and industrial development. However, in line with current development practice and government requirements, UMN now works through partnerships with local Nepali organizations. This has meant a transition period of several years for all the work being directly run by UMN to be phased out or handed over to an appropriate local group. UMN now focuses on 8 particular areas of work: women and children, education, enterprise development, HIV/AIDS, food security, disaster management, peace and conflict transformation, and advocacy. Now working with local organizations in 5 locations, called clusters, UMN does not bring in its own programs for implementation, but works with partners with similar goals to build their capacity to more effectively fulfill their vision and dreams. One such partner in the remote and mountainous district of Mugu is the Nepal National Dalit Development Federation, which works with Dalits, so-called low-caste people. Basanta Kumar Pariyar is its chairman.
What type of organization is NDDF? What work do you do?
Our organization works only for Dalit people. They are our target group, and we aim to work on advocacy for them in the whole of Mugu district. Right now, we are working on an education program for Dalit development. It aims to raise the living standards of Dalits, to recognize their difficulties, and then help the people to overcome them.
What have you experienced working with UMN?
What we were and what we are, a lot of difference has taken place. Now we have financial and administrative policies, a human resources policy, values, and a code of conduct. We learned proposal writing. We have learned a lot. We have transformed.
UMN is working with the NDDF to confront one of Mugu's most pressing problems. Most people cannot grow enough food to feed themselves. To survive, many must travel great distances over mountain paths and across rivers on their appointed day to obtain government food handouts from the food store in Gamgadi. Here, they must wait for hours until their turn comes to be given rice, flown into the area at great expense. The rice might then be divided between families. After receiving his ration, Sajani Bahara is asked how long the food he grows himself lasts.
Around 6 months. My land is up in the hills. So if it rains, we have enough for 6 months. Otherwise, it's difficult to get enough for 2 to 4 months.
Now for Sajani Bohara, there is a river crossing like this on his homeward journey, but with his sack of rice. NDDF worker Nanda Bahadur Nepali, with help and one-to-one instruction from UMN's Food Security Officer Debraj Ariel, has organized training in food security, forest nursery and kitchen gardens for the people of Taligura village, who have enthusiastically participated. Nanda Bahadur explains his organization's vision for the Dalit community.
We have announced Taligura village as a model for the Dalit community. Our vision is that everybody's house should have a stove and toilet, and that everybody's children should study. Among Dalits, nobody should be held back. They should move forward and help society. There should be enough food for every family. To work against injustice and oppression and bring about development in all fields is our goal.
Nanda Bahadur is training Bacha Nepali and Nanda Bahadur Nepali as leaders of the village nursery. Bacha Nepali says,
We Dalits are backward. We haven't got anything. To improve the forest, we need to plant saplings. With fruit, we can sell some and eat some, and make the village better. The forest is bare, but our objective is to plant trees and make it green. We have worked in the forest, but we want to do more.
The men have already planted mulberry, tanki and eucalyptus trees, bamboo and fodder grass for livestock. Trees are planted to prevent land damage from floods and landslides. Saplings can also be sold. Programs like this reduce the reliance of villagers on government handouts of food. A UMN partner in Sunsari, in eastern Nepal, the Ramganj Yuva Club, trained landless people in the making of stools, called mudas, to help them generate income. Prabha Rai and others were trained, but when asked later why she was the only one still making mudas, she explained that people are living a hand-to-mouth existence and cannot afford the materials to start. They have a money problem. It's this problem that another of UMN's partners, the Sewa Saving and Credit Cooperative Society, addresses. Sewa runs microcredit programs, organizing groups of women, 5 to a group, and giving loans to develop small businesses. Nahari Naraula, who works for Sewa Saving and Credit, explains what he does.
As an agriculturist, I provide technical support for agriculture programs and also work as a field assistant. Sewa has launched microcredit programs. As a field assistant, I form groups, invest money, collect money, and provide technical support in agriculture for those who have taken loans.
When asked what type of help UMN has provided, he said,
Till now, we have had a good amount of help from UMN. Our founders and employees have received training so we can work better.
One of the women Sewa Saving and Credit has helped is Phul Kumari Chowdhury, who grows vegetables on rented land. Thanks to a loan and advice from Nahari Noraula, she is able to harvest 4 crops a year for sale to supplement her family's income. Tia KC is president of the New Life Society, a Christian organization which does social work in the Sunsari area. Asked what work has been done, he replied,
Practically, our first work with UMN's partnership was the training provided by us to 16 peer educators. We trained them and they raised awareness about HIV/AIDS, drugs and sexual reproduction among many of the people around Itari. In many places, we've taught people through peer educators. This is the work we've done.
Explaining how UMN can contribute to help them move forward, he said,
"We are ready to work, and we've the desire to work. The thing we lack is capacity and skill, which UMN is helping to overcome by training, so that we can increase our ability to work on our own. We are new, and we have to learn a lot. We've learned a lot, and we are learning."
In every area of work UMN undertakes, it looks for advocacy issues, where it can promote the needs of the poor and marginalized, such as here in Inarua Hospital in Sunsari, where UMN is working with the hospital on how to advertise the free services the hospital provides, as poor and often illiterate people are unaware of what's available. These are insights into what the United Mission to Nepal is doing today. UMN's efforts are part of God's mission in Nepal, and you can be involved in growing the work. May God guide you to play your part, whether through prayer, financial support, or joining the work, to make a positive difference in the lives of poor and marginalized people in Nepal.